All right. That's good. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am Cook County Commissioner Scott Britton of the 14th District. You will excuse the fact that there are unfortunately no Jewish commissioners on the Cook County Board, so you're stuck with the Goyish Central Illinois farm boy. However, I am very pleased to be joined by our distinguished guests for this very exciting menorah lighting here in the City and County building. Of course, President Preckwinkle, Alderwoman Deborah Silverstein, Commissioners Morita, Deere, Trevor, JCC President Addie Goodman, and JUF of Chicago Representative Jane Charney. Yesterday, members of the Jewish faith around the globe gathered to celebrate the first night of Hanukkah. Today, we gather together as friends, colleagues, and neighbors as the celebration enters its second day. Hanukkah is a celebration of miracles. It provides to us that when things feel confusing and insurmountable, leaning on one another will get us through the darkest of times. Light, especially candles, plays a special role in a number of religions. In my Catholic faith, candles are seen as a symbol of light and joy during Mass, and I've been lighting my Advent candles this week and last. In the Hindu, Jain, and Sikh faiths, in Diwali, all are celebrated with the lighting of Diwas. Diwali symbolizes the spiritual victory of light over darkness and knowledge over ignorance. During Kwanzaa, candles are lit every day in celebration of family, community, and culture. There is a great deal of darkness in our world today, and it is often too easy to let headlines and the hustle of the season sweep us into a place of despair. As we light the Hanukkah candles today, we are reminded that light within us is strong enough to disrupt the vitriol around us. May we join together this Hanukkah, regardless of religion, race, gender expression, or who we love, to uplift one another and bask in the joy and warmth of the season. And it is now my distinct pleasure to introduce Cook County Board President Tony Preckwinkle.
All right.
Thank you very much, and good morning, everybody. Good morning. I want to begin by thanking Commissioner Scott Britton for spearheading today's celebration. I'd also again like to acknowledge the elected officials who are with us, in addition to Commissioner Britton, Commissioner Josina Morita, Commissioner Maggie Trevor, and Commissioner Dennis Deere. I'd like to acknowledge Board of Review Commissioner Samantha Steele, Justice Joy Cunningham, and Alderwoman Deborah Silverstein from the 50th Ward, Addie Goodman, President and CEO of the JCC in Chicago, and Jane Charney, who is Assistant Vice President of Local Government Affairs for JUF. In this fraught and frightening moment, I'm honored to participate in today's menorah lighting as we begin the 8 days of Hanukkah. As Scott said, this holiday celebrates a miracle. When the Jewish people liberated their temple in Jerusalem more than 2,000 years ago and were celebrating its rededication. There was only enough oil for one day, a single day, but incredibly it lasted 8 days. Rabbi Jonathan Sachs once said, Hanukkah reminds us that even in the darkest of times, there is always a flicker of light that can guide us toward a better future. I think these words are especially significant today. In this time of heightened anti-Semitism, Hanukkah holds even greater significance. It reminds us of the importance of standing together, supporting one another in our shared values of freedom, justice, and tolerance. It's a time to reflect on the struggles faced by the Jewish community throughout history and to reaffirm our commitment to combating hatred and discrimination. Hanukkah teaches us the power of light in darkness. Each night as we light the menorah, we add another candle, increasing the brightness and dispelling the shadows. This symbolizes the hope and optimism that can overcome even the darkest of times. It reminds us that we have the power to bring light into the world through acts of kindness, compassion, and understanding. During this challenging period in our history, it's crucial to educate ourselves and others about the history and traditions of Hanukkah. By fostering dialogue, promoting inclusivity, and standing up against hatred, we can create a more tolerant and accepting society. With our Jewish family, friends, and neighbors, we wish you a very happy Hanukkah. Let us come together and celebrate our shared values and work towards a world free from discrimination and prejudice. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Madam President. It is now my privilege to introduce the Alderwoman of the 50th Ward, Alderwoman Deborah Silverstein.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
And happy Hanukkah to everyone. Thank you all so much for coming out today. As the Alderman of the 50th Ward and a member of Chicago's largest Jewish community, I can attest to how pleased we are to have this public display of Jewish pride in the very heart of our city. The 50th Ward is one of the most diverse communities in the city of Chicago, and Hanukkah is a magical time in our neighborhood. Menorahs share space with Christmas trees and symbols of countless faiths and ethnicities. It is beautiful to see how well everyone gets along. Traditionally, Hanukkah is a testament to our people's struggle with anti-Semitism and anti-Jewish decrees, which is why it is so important to celebrate it here in the full eyes of the world, and now when anti-Semitism is so frighteningly on the rise in our nation. There is a lot of darkness in the world. Jewish people across the globe continue to reel from the horrific terror attack of October 7th. And now the Middle East has been plunged into a war that is killing innocents on both sides. There are plenty of dangers and threats all around us, but here we are this Hanukkah, believing that the menorah's light will cut through that darkness and leave us hopeful for a better new year and a brighter new world. Thank you all for joining us here. Have a Hanukkah Sameach, and may you have a wonderful and happy holiday. Thank you.
Also, it is my privilege to have with us our sign language interpreter, Michael Albert. Thank you for helping today. Next, during the last year and a half, as we have rolled out Cook County United Against Hate, one of the best things that I've been able to do is to partner with organizations that have joined with me in rejecting all forms of bigotry, anti-Semitism, and racism. One of those individuals who has become both an ally and friend in this quest is our next speaker, JCC President and CEO, Addie Goodman.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. It is such a privilege to be here and represent JCC Chicago and our Jewish community. As President Preckwinkle shared a very, very long time ago, there was a very small amount of oil that miraculously lasted for 8 days, and that was considered a miracle. Today, we are faced at a time where we know that we need miracles maybe more than ever before. I personally live in a neighborhood that is about 50-50 families who attend the local parish Catholic school and families who choose to send their children to Jewish day school and JCC programs. And I walk my dogs a lot in the morning and late at night, and I can see window by window, a menorah in a window, a Christmas tree in a window, lit up from within, and what we see in the windows tell us a little bit more about our neighbors, and it lets us remind ourselves that we really are a big, beautiful, shared community, just like we see around our room today and throughout the hall here with our Christmas decorations and our menorahs. We are a beautiful community, and we deserve to remember that amongst ourselves. The word light can mean a lot of things. It's a noun, an adjective, a verb. It can mean something that's not heavy, and boy, is the world heavy today. Light makes what is less visible more visible. It serves as a symbol of good and all that is positive. This Hanukkah and through the holiday season, I hope for lots of light, lots of positivity, and lots of goodness for us to find in one another and in our community and throughout the world. Thank you so much. A very happy holiday to everybody.
Thank you, Addie. And now we are going to light the electric menorah, as open flames are frowned on in the county. So please, will join us in the dedication.
Thank you for the correction.
Great. You'll notice I didn't use the microphone because my Hebrew is not great. But thank you so much for being here today and the celebration of light. And please enjoy your holiday season. Take a break every once in a while. I know it's a busy time, but thank you all for being here, and a happy, healthy holiday. Thank you.
Thank you so much.